Alright, so welcome back. We are back on JJK Phantom Parade. Today we got some important stuff to talk about regarding the biggest mistake you can make with the global launch and how to approach things when it comes to what you need to go for. Because again, with this game, it is true. There's no real sense of, hey, I need to really progress and, really per se, like PvP, right? There's no such thing as that where you need hardcore, insane, busted characters, but it's always good to have those characters, so when you get roadblocked on some sort of content, you can at least progress and not remain there for who knows how long. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the best things to go for and what you need to know and the biggest mistake you can make. We're going to jump into things. New to the channel, like and subscribe helps out a ton. Again, $100 giveaway for the global version. You got to be subscribed and just drop a comment down below. Again, we'll announce the winners over the course of the few days up until anniversary, or sorry, up until launch, not anniversary. Wrong game. Let's hop into things. So first things first, the biggest thing that you can kind of mess up on your account at the start is wasting the reroll option they give you. Okay, with this game on launch, you are getting a free SSR reroll, which you can choose to infinitely reroll. How that operates is simple, as all gacha games kind of have this that are like this type of status. It basically allows you to click, it will say, hey, summon, you will start the summoning process, and upon basically doing your first summon, it will ask you to, hey, do you like this? Save result on the bottom right. You don't like this, bottom left, restart, and then again, it just re-rolls for you. There's no such thing as having to delete the account, restart the account, or anything, unless you mess up post that, but for now, re-rolling just what you want. Let's say again, it is whatever character, that is infinite, get that character for free, that's it. Now, in this game, upon launch, just realize that a lot of the launch characters, they don't make it. They don't make it progressing on with the game. As the game progresses, you pick up a lot of good characters, correct? Again, you have Toto at launch, you have a different Itadori at launch, you have a different, right, you have Yellow Nobara at launch. Some of the characters that are at launch, they don't make it. They will get power crept hard. They will get, again, basically like B or C tier fodder right now on JP. That's where they're at. Okay, so that's sad. We don't want that stuff. Remember, after 1 year of the game, they're already fodder. That's kind of crazy. So we need to aim for characters that don't become fodder. Otherwise, it would suck. So in the red category, anybody on launch that is not fodder, it doesn't exist, right? Most of them just aren't good. You will have a chance, I think, to pick up, what is it, 2 red characters? Those red characters are, I think, Toto on launch, and I think Maki on launch are the 2 reds, again there, but they're just not good. Simply put, they're not good. The Toto on launch and the Maki on launch, they're not good. Okay, so let's establish that fact. Now, on the red category, I wouldn't really aim at anybody, right? I already told you last video, go check that for the global banners. I would aim for Yuta. Go for that, and then later on the road, aim for a red, Toji. Those are like your bread and butter, okay? For the blue category, you can pick up this one over here. Yes, best character, probably better than the other character that I'll mention, it's Gojo. And he still remains to be SS tier on the JP version till today. That doesn't change, right? 1 year, power creep and all, he still maintains his SS status. He does not change. He is God tier. If you want to go for a character, I first recommend you got to go for Satoru Gojo. He's Gojo. He's him. He's the honored one. That's what he is, all right? You got to go for him, okay? This character, again, being the blue typing, SSR, he releases on launch, attacker, very strong, very powerful. Again, he is Satoru Gojo. That's what he is. He is him, okay? He will be your damage dealer. He'll carry you through campaign. And if it comes to a point where you're roadblocked, just know that you got roadblocked with Gojo at what point? Imagine someone who didn't have Gojo. Let's say they went for Nanami. Let's say they went for, let's say, Fushiguro. They're getting roadblocked miles behind you. Because again, Gojo will hard push a lot of story for you very early on, getting you to a pretty good area where most content is unlocked, and you can start farming that content to, again, further upgrade characters and further push throughout content, okay? Satoru Gojo is the benefit, is the best, probably the one to aim for. Anybody else in the blue category, I wouldn't say so. Again, I do think that he mainly soars above, right? You have Fushiguro, but again, by now he's a B tier character. So do you want to even go for that? I wouldn't, right? Go over to green. Green has Nanami, and sadly, as I really, really like Nanami as a character, he sucks. Let's be very honest here, okay? He's not that good, and again, as power creep has occurred, I think he's actually like bottom seeds here, people are saying, given the future releases that you'll get. So that's where you're currently at. But yellow category has somebody to go for. If you're not a fan of Gojo and you don't want Gojo, get yourself the next best DPS. That is going to be Nobara. Nobara for the yellow category is the second best character to go for. If you're planning on rolling 2 characters, first off, hats off to you. You got some balls on you. Do it and go for Nobara as your second. Get Satoru as your first or Nobara as your first. Then try to get Nobara or again Satoru, depending on what you got first, as your second. Then you have an all-star, rounded out team ready to clear every campaign stage, ready to demolish anything in the game, you will be hard pushing everything. Because again, these two characters are the bread and butter. Again, Girl is still Nobara, it's Yellow Nobara. Both are very high tier damage dealers, and both are what you want. Again, they are role attacker, okay? Remember, in this game, there's different roles. This should be still attacker. We gotta pick somebody who's not, maybe him. That'll be attacker too. We'll find somebody. It's not Gojo, definitely. Not this, right? Okay, this is gonna be trash to find somebody. Yeah. Over here, Obstructor. So again, there's different typings, okay? The two attackers, they'll be these two, are the best. Simply put, Satoru Gojo, the strongest. It's true, correct? Even the Gojo you get afterwards is also like SS tier. So it's just when Gojo gets a Gojo, he gets a Gojo. Write that down, all right? He is that guy. I'm not joking. There is, I think, a future Nobara. Let me check where I put her on my tier list originally. Again, I have a tier list coming out. I'm like working on it right now. There is a future Nobara that comes out. That's Green Nobara. And would I say she's better? Technically a little bit better. There's also another Nobara that comes out who's kind of like on par with this current Nobara. So if you ever miss this Nobara later in the line, you'll get another one, and they are pretty powerful. Don't worry. Also, if you're depressed or whatever, that Fushiguro is bad. Don't worry, Fushiguro gets another one up and coming. Right? I think like maybe a month or two into launch, and he is very good. So don't just get sad about that. But Itadori's version of him isn't like insane compared to his current version, but it's better, right? So that's there. But Gojo is there's 3 variants of Gojo in GP right now, and all 3 are just SS tier. So they definitely know how to handle Gojo when it comes to it, and especially Yuta, Toji. There's some good scaling of this game. I won't lie, there's some good scaling. But on launch, you need to aim for what? Nobara, if want to. Here, if need to. Okay, he is, I think, number 1. She's number 2. But I don't think there's like far of a disparity. Yes, Gojo is just far better. That's true. But if you don't like Gojo, you still have a second best. So don't just like commit that. You know what? I'm not gonna get Gojo. Then screw it. I don't like anybody else. Screw it. Just gonna go Nanami. If you want to do that, be my guest. But don't realize or don't think you only have one option. You got 2 options. So beyond that, again, there are some other launch characters. I don't think any of them are good. I think they're all fodder. There are some decent SRs, I do believe so. I'll talk about that in the future, right? But for right now, we're just like currently aiming for SSRs. Because again, that's the biggest thing. You have a reroll. Not only do you have a reroll, you got a lot of summons. So if you want to reroll further than just the reroll, you had that option, okay? Now, if you're planning on waiting, people are doing this. They're waiting until the collab starts and then reroll from there. That's your prerogative. I would say still start the account, see what you do, then do your collaboration reroll on a separate account, okay? You can have 2 accounts, okay? That's it. So that's the quick little acknowledgement to those that are doing that. I know a lot of people through Discord and Reddit are planning on doing that, but again, that's your prerogative. Do what you will with that one. So again, that's where I'll wrap up the video. Take care, have fun. That's been it. This is basically just saying, biggest mistake you can make is not going for either Nobara or Gojo. You will feel it. You will get stuck. You will get hard stuck. And then when you get hard stuck, you'll be leveling up the wrong characters, right? Going for the wrong things, trying to spend at the wrong times. Pick early, do it properly, then progress, okay? Take care. Have fun. That's been it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I made sense in trying to describe this to you. Hopefully. Peace out, and I'll catch you tomorrow.